So Sherry, thank you so much for that. I'm going to hand it over to our next guest. Ragu, thank you so much for joining us today. You're at Purdue University. I was just down in Indiana a couple of weeks ago, but Purdue is not only part of the smart manufacturing, not only a smart manufacturing innovation center, you're also part of the manufacturing extension partnership, and you're partnering with a lot of different manufacturers. And one thing I noticed right away was you're doing a lot with cloud and edge-based information and AI. I would love for you to dive deeper into how is the data in cloud impacting smart manufacturing, and how is that reducing the barrier for adoption when using data? So thank you for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me, Jake. So, it's no secret that in this country, less than 5% of the data that is being collected is getting used or being monetized. So there's a lots and lots of data being collected. And, our goal when we made this application to SESMI, to establish a SMIC at Purdue, our goal is to help industries on how to use this data and how to monetize the data. So, we felt that, it's very important that we establish these partnerships, particularly with companies like Microsoft and MEP. So, and I would say this is not just a partnership, but it's a very strategic partnership because, when we talk about Microsoft, Microsoft is a huge tech giant. And also similar to companies like Microsoft, we have companies like Google, Amazon, and all of them. And we are blessed with corporations like this because what they have done is that they have helped bring data-driven manufacturing to a whole new level. So John was talking about democratization of, smart manufacturing. Now, part of that process of democratization of smart manufacturing also comes along with that the democratization of computing. So we are, like I said, we are really blessed to have companies like Microsoft. So we feel our partnership is very, very strategic with them because they are helping us to democratize computing to a point where you don't need to have a PhD data scientist in every organization to be able to use data that they are collecting. So, and we all know that there's never going to be enough data scientists that is going to be produced in this nation. So, so companies like Microsoft are providing us the type of tools so that we can now bring this computing power to manufacturing plant floors, so they too can start using these tools. So this partnership is very strategic, and again, it's going to the point where our hope is that as we go through this journey of partnering with Microsoft, we can help lower the barrier to adoption of smart manufacturing, particularly with the use of data. And with MEP, they too are a very strategic partner, and we are collaborating with them, in two areas, two geographic areas. One, we have a very robust and pretty, good size MEP at Purdue. And for those of you who are wondering what is MEP, MEP is a manufacturing extension partnership, and they are an outreach arm to provide services to many manufacturers in this, in this nation. So, so we are partnering with two MEPs. One is at Purdue, and the other one is at West Virginia University. And so, they too bring a lot of value to the SMIC that we have established here at Purdue, because they've already built a huge network of industries whom they have been serving for many, many years right now. So with our goal of, service to the industry, service to manufacturing, we would like to, rather than build our own network, we want to leverage their network, meaning leverage their platform to further scope our outreach to industries. So it has been a great partnership, particularly with Microsoft and MEP, and I can't tell you enough about what they mean to our SMIC here at Purdue.
Absolutely. And for those of you who don't know, the Manufacturing Extension Partnership, there is one located in every single state. So the parent organization of MEP, I believe, is the NIST organization, which is the National Institute of Science and Technology. I believe is the higher government program. So if you are within any state here in the United States, I think also it's in Costa Rica. I know there's 51. There's one other outside the U.S., but there is a manufacturing extension partnership in every single state. So wherever you are, look them up, find them, and get involved, because they are a resource for you to get connected with other people in the industry, and just and like that, and also educate you as well. So there's a lot of opportunities. I forgot to ask at the beginning, how did you get involved with where you are now? What's your path from getting to where you started in the industry to now being the Smart Manufacturing Innovation Director for Purdue?
So, I've been in higher education, going on to my 28th year right now. So in 1996, my background is bachelor's, master's, PhD in electrical engineering, but I've always had a very, very strong affinity to manufacturing. So after I got my first job in 1994, I was looking to, I didn't have any industry background. So I was looking to how can I build that, industry background. So I actually started providing customized training for industries, and it was an aluminum industry in Southeast Missouri. So I did that for about 3.5 years. And after that, I felt, hey, this is so cool because, we are making a difference for industry. At the university that I was at, Southeast Missouri State University in Cape Girardeau, I actually invited the Missouri MEP to establish an office at my university. And through that, we were providing customized training. So rather than me traveling to each and every industry to provide training, they come to our site and we were providing training. And I can say that in the 10 years that I've been at Southeast Missouri State, we have provided training for more than 2,000 people. So, and again, the impact that you're creating. And then in 2011, I moved to Purdue, and I still wanted to keep that connection with, with industry. So when I saw what John and his team were doing at SESMI, I thought this is exactly what we need here at Purdue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, when we think about Purdue, there's a lot of basic research going on. Now, we need to now take that research and take it to industry. We need to now put that research and findings to good use so that we can help U.S. manufacturing. So that is what led to the development of SESMI at Purdue. I'm sorry, the SMIC at Purdue.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fantastic. So I think that kind of hit on one of the questions. So Simon asked, each advancement of technology is accompanied by a new skill of requirements, right? We're continuously learning as technology grows. How are the panelists seeing the role of learning and development? Upskilling, reskilling is constant, not a single point. I think you kind of hit on that a little bit right there, Ragu, of just talking about, you've had thousands of people come through as part of that training program, which was huge. And that's one of the things where tomorrow I'm going to be touring a local community college, Grand Rapids Community Colleges, where I'm located at, and Fine Zelstra, where I work, is located at. And the interesting thing about them is their average student is actually between 34 to 40, because they're going back, they're being sent by manufacturers, going back to be reskilled and retrained.